Duke. And Norm, and in my opinion, you're one of the great bowlers of the past decade. However, it's been over 2 years since you won a PBA tournament. There's got to be some story behind that, pal.
Well, you know, I sometimes feel like I'm a great bowler, but I've yet to achieve greatness at this sport. I'm learning every day, and by virtue of not winning 2 years in a row, I tell you, the month goes by, every month I get more yearning to start winning again. So
how about today?
Boy, I sure would like to. This is my dream, the one leg of the Triple Crown.
All right, Chris, he'll be up in the next match. Back to you.
I guess he will. All right. Norm Duke has come into the picture now. And he's an 11-time champion, player of the year, going against Rick Steelsmith, who someday is going to have all the accolades, I believe, too.
I agree, Chris. The interesting part of this match, watching Duke warm up. Steelsmith's playing the track area. These lanes are half wood and half synthetic. The first part of the lane is synthetic. The last part's the old wood. He's playing the old track area, which I normally believe is the best line. However,
that's a Potawatomi scout.
Well, you're going to see the 3-pin come off the sideboard, kick into the 6, and knock out the 4-7. Now, Duke's playing outside the track, right down about the first arrow, and normally that won't work. However, on this pair of lanes, Chris, I had a chance to bowl in the tournament. I haven't bowled in a couple of years, and I bowled my best game playing that line. I had a 257 the last game of the tournament, playing this very same line. The right-hand lane, lane 26 here, kind of hangs right there, but he can point the ball up from that and get a little hold. The left-hand lane is very nice from the outside shot.
All right, Norm Duke, originally from Texas, Oklahoma, and now, of course, bowling out of Clermont, Florida. Karen and Norm have a year-old youngster named Brandon. So proud. There's 32-year-old dad, 14 years of pro, and 11 titles. Just missed the 10-pin. Norm in his approach is very interesting. He's using a little more approach. And then he's halfway through, he sort of has a little hitch. A little bit like overdrive and way back in the Plymouth. There. A little stop and go, but it works. 2 spares, and here's Bo.
Thank you, Chris. With me is Tim, Chris. And Tim, you know, it was a pretty even game. You left the rip and 4-pin where you really could have put him on the ropes, and then the 10th frame, the second shot.
Yeah, I just didn't really catch it real well. Threw a little too far right. I didn't want to miss left and go through the face. I thought I'd give it a chance, and I just gave it a little too much room.
Okay, you're having a great year, and good luck next week in Erie.
Thanks, Bill.
All right, Chris.
Okay. How could he not also get the 4? Well, nothing tripped it. Close. So, Rick Steelsmith will move to the right of center. Let's watch him place himself. Just slightly. Going for the 4. Smooth. Very smooth. Well, you mentioned you bowled this week in the PBA National.
Average 201, Chris. It was a real struggle. They had, as I said, a very demanding lane condition out here, and obviously the best 5 have made the final 5 here. And I really felt the championship pair was one of the more playable pairs. So you can play either angle, inside where Steelsmith is playing, or down the outside like Norm Duke.
Well, Bo, you thrilled a lot of fans by coming out and going the long route. You know, it's just great that you do that.
Well, thank you. I need a little work, a little ragged, as you see Norm Duke fiddling around with his thumb hole, and basically does that all the time. He puts a cork gripper in his thumb and then puts tape over the top of it and adjusts it all the time. But he's a constant fiddler with the feel of that bowling ball. Gets a good break here, where the 2 goes to sideboard, trips out both the 4 and 9 pins. See the 4-9 standing, the 2 comes in, catches them both. And Chris, this guy has all the experience that you would ever need. He's played the outside line, the first frame on the right-hand lane, the outside line on the left-hand lane, and now he moved back inside on the right. Where is he on the left? Back down the middle.
Just beautiful follow-through. Norm Duke. In our flashback this week, we go back to another time. And Lorinda Benoit is up here. Bo's elsewhere. He'll be on the air in a moment. All right. Here is Bo.
Thank you, Chris. Wayne Webb is with me. And Wayne, you know, I was looking in the record books. Age 18, you joined the PBA Tour. You won $90 the first year, and now you've won over $1 million. It's been a long road in between, huh?
Oh, yeah. When I started, it was a little bit more difficult out here than I thought. You know, I was a kid, and I couldn't hardly make a spare, so it was real tough to get those big checks. But, you know, I learned how to make spares and throw some strikes, and it just kept getting better, and the earnings got a lot better. Now I feel real good because I'm with a new bowling ball company called Dynathane, and we make great equipment, and things are going real good for me.
All right, good luck, Wayne. He's going for his 4th back-to-back victory on a PBA Tour. Back to you, Chris.
Okay. Wayne, the 15th member of the PBA to become a millionaire. Earnings on the lanes, as Rick now will go for the 4-pin. Had a double up. Okay.
Well, Norm Duke is throwing one on the outside, the inside, down the middle. I was talking to Brian Voss over there. He says this guy's either real smart or crazy. We'll see what's happening here.
Norm gives that the long look.
Well, the ball slides by. We said earlier the right-hand lane's a little bit tighter. He's looking for this ball to flip right about there. It skids by the head pin. Once again, a terrific break. Instead of having a 6 count, he's down to an easy spare 9.
Our two-day coverage of the Nabisco Dinah Shore begins next from Rancho Mirage, California. The LPGA's best will battle it out in the first major of the year. That's coming up next.
I like to watch those women play. They actually play at my home course, Forest Hills in St. Louis, the end of May.
A very tight match